I guess you, like I, are currently sitting at home wondering what the heck's going on, how long it's going to last, and quite frankly, bored. So we don't know how long we're going to be in this position for, and to be honest with you, I thought, like everybody else, that if we've got some spare time, let's go fishing, let's go to the beach. But that's not the case. Let's be smart about things. Let's try and get this situation out the way as quickly as we can, so we can get into the spring. Maybe we can look at the smooth hounds. The rays aren't going anywhere. In fact, there's more than I've ever experienced for a long while. So I thought, while we've got some time spare, rather than moaning about the situation, let's do some positive things, no matter how large or small they are. And I thought I'd do a quick little mini review every so often. So I was in Pembrokeshire earlier on for Christmas, and I was quite fortunate to be taken out by a really nice chap called Tony. He's on the Breakaway forum. He invited me over and we'd done some coast fishing off the rocks, and we got chatting, and we're talking about hook patterns and what works and what doesn't work and why they do. And he happened to mention one pattern of hook, and I was really dubious about it, the whole thing, to be honest with you, because they looked so alien to me, coming from a carp angling background, that I thought there's no way that you'd ever be able to hook a fish on this hook pattern. Me, traditionally, I've been using the Sakumas for a very long time. I do like the Mantas, normally in 1.0, and for our coastline that normally works very well. So when he mentioned about the Cox and Raw circle hooks, I was like, I just didn't get them. I mean, they look very bizarre. They're shorter. The pattern's really weird. It's in turn. The beak's turned in as well. How are you going to hook a fish on that? But he made some really good points to me. He said, well, if you're using it like a straight, straight hook here, with a long sort of like shank, there's a chance of deep hooking fish. And to be honest with you, when I'm using my pulley pennels and whatnot, that is the case. So what I did was I took the risk. I ordered some, got them in 1.0. And my idea was to literally use a single hook and fish for the rays with them. Now, something that became straight apparent to me when I started this was, when I changed over, was I stopped getting deep hooked fish. Now, I can only explain that as, if you look here, because it's got an in-turn beak, because it's such a weird pattern, that when the fish actually takes the bait down, I don't know, let's try and do this like through, what happens is it doesn't actually hook the fish until it gets to near the lip, and then it hooks over. Dubious, yes. Does it work? Yes. Would I recommend them? Yes. In fact, for all my ray fishing this year, I'm using just a single 1.0 Cox and Raw. Possibly I'll use the same for the Stingray when they come in as well. I would highly recommend them. Now, entirely up to you. I use very small baits when I'm with this. There's a big misconception that big baits catch big fish. Well, I'm not saying I've caught the biggest skate in our part of the country. However, braced a couple of 8-pounders the other day, and they're all hooked just within the mouth, okay? They weren't coming out, okay? I had to use pliers to get them out. The only thing I might consider is I might actually squish the barb on them. I don't think it's going to make any difference at all. But look, at the end of the day, if you like Sakumas, absolutely fine. If you're fishing rough ground, then obviously go for the thinner wire gauge if I was you. If you've got clean ground and you're fishing for big fish, then I'll go for the Manta Extras. But if you want to play about a bit, I certainly recommend using the Cox and Raw circle hooks. I use them in a 1.0, but they go all through the range of the sizes. I hope you find this helpful, and maybe tomorrow I'll do another review on something else. Anyway, till then, stay safe, stay indoors, be smart. It's not worth it. Let's not pass this around any more than we have to. And I wish you all the health in the world. See you later.